Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
We're Derps and Burps, the podcast for all gamers, spiritual souls, and creative minds out there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our podcast today. If you're watching on YouTube, you might already wondering, why are there three beautiful ladies instead of two today? We have another guest today. It's been a long time. We have today the lovely Laura here. I think you heard her name before, most likely, because she's my coach. She's
pretty
the
sure.
one that drills me in the gym. But she's also the lady that is gonna travel to Japan together with me and be my mom for 3 weeks over there. And I actually got a lot of questions about the Japan travel already. And since I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks, we pre-recorded some of those episodes, and we thought we make a dedicated pre-Japan travel episode where we're gonna talk together with Laura about how we got to know each other. Also with Steffi, obviously, what the thing is that all three of us love about Japan, why Laura and me decided to travel together. Maybe some useful things that you should think about if you're thinking about it. We're gonna answer questions like how much do you have to expect to pay for a trip to Japan, and so on and so on. Also, our lovely Laura speaks Japanese, so I'm in a very good spot while being Japan with her, beside of just having a really lovely travel companion. I'm also having somebody that actually understands the locals, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, welcome to this episode. Thank you, Laura, for joining us. We're super excited to have you here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Anytime, anytime. So I think we should probably start with how we got to know Laura, like how she got into our community. Laura, do you wanna tell the story how we got to know each other?
Do you even know when I showed up in your stream?
The exact time, no, but I know there was in the beginning when I still played League, right? So it must have been like 2014, 15, something like that, I think.
I think I have my badge
Or
for
13?
92 months now. So
92 months. Oh my god, let me do the
Do
math.
the math, guys.
I'm really bad with math. So that's 7.5 years ago.
yes, that's
So we
20.
have 23. So it's 2016-ish and a half. So 2015. So some probably, if my math is correct, then for like 2014, 2015, mid of 2015,
Yep.
probably something like that. So yeah, Laura was a viewer, and then we became friends.
Twins.
Friends.
No, I still remember when I was working. I was working a 400 euro job, like for from 8 to 6 p.m. every day, Monday
Holy
to
shit.
Friday, 400 euros. That's nothing.
Holy shit.
What the fuck? Did you do like an internship or something?
It's like a 450 euro job. It's called like that.
Wait, what? Did you make an education? Or why do you get so little money for that?
That was after school and before I got an apprenticeship.
Okay. What the fuck?
Yeah,
So
and then I got bored one day.
Understandably.
So
I'd get bored of
went on
450 years.
Yeah, I went on Twitch because back then I used to play League a lot, or I just started playing League, I think. And then I saw your stream, and I was like, who is she? She looks cute.
Aw.
Yeah. End of story.
And then you came in the stream, and then you never freaking left anymore. So yeah, I don't know. Like I remember your name from like way back in the day, and I think you were always saying hi, but you were more like of a silent viewer, right? So you always came in, said hi, and asked how I was doing, but then stayed in the shadows and lurked a little bit, right? A little shy
Yeah.
Laura.
I still remember when we played WoW.
Oh
once,
yeah,
and I didn't talk at all.
I remember. But later on, I remember also us playing World of Warcraft, where you played your what is it called, Warlock, right? And we raided together. There you were talking. That I
Yeah,
remember. That
later.
was later on. And when was the first time we met? Was that the TwitchCon? Yeah, right. That was the first time we
Yep.
met. Was TwitchCon in Berlin? Was
That was
you
the
were
first
there?
time you guys met?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
Yeah,
And
so
that's the
we met.
first. Yeah.
We
You
met
were
the first
there.
time as well. Then, yeah.
And Steffi, you know Laura from the stream as well, right?
Yes, I know her through you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we met at TwitchCon, and Laura, I still have you remember the Polaroid picture we took?
Yeah.
I still have that in my purse.
I have it in my purse
Aw.
too. I have one of Laura. I have one of Carlos. She brought me a Polaroid of her cat Carlos.
Oh,
Also, so I have Laura, Carlos, and then I have another Polaroid that we took with Laura and Nita when we were in Croatia 2 years ago.
cool.
Has it been 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago, right?
Last year.
Uh-uh.
Oh, wait, we have 2023.
Yeah, it was 2021, I think, when you guys went
2021,
there.
yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right after COVID, and then, or they lifted the COVID rules, and then
Yeah,
everyone was going on vacation.
And then we traveled, I don't know, 6 hours or 7 instead of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But we 3 need to go together again, like once on a vacation. Maybe take Zazu and Nita with us as well. Like we really need to check. I would love, like, you know, Steffi, we talked so much already about going to like a cabin together, like a cabin trip, like in the mountains forest. We should like take Laura with us, I think.
Take them
Cabin
with
in
us.
the woods.
Yeah, and
I
Nita as
just
well.
want to find the perfect cabin for us, you know? Like the magical cabin we need. I want to find this one cabin for us.
We're gonna search and see. Maybe we can do it like in fall or winter or something like that. Maybe where it's not like fully winter yet, so we don't have to snow, you know, we're driving like we have right
Take
now.
the doggos.
Yeah, doggos. Oh my god, doggo Kevin Spaß. Fun. Spaß.
Fun.
But when was TwitchCon when we met the first time? Was it 2018 or something?
I think it was 18, yeah.
Because it was before COVID, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, was it?
Yeah, that was
19? No, it was 18.
18 because 19 was COVID then, I think, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 2018 we met for the first time, and then right? Yeah, I think it was
No,
18, for sure.
COVID hit end of 2019, 2020.
Oh yeah.
True.
It was
TwitchCon Berlin was 2019.
2019.
Oh,
Yes,
19.
it was
Actually,
2019. Yeah.
Because I just found this picture.
Oh yeah, true. We were in
With my
Italy as
camera.
well. Was it in the same year? Yeah, right?
Yeah, it was right after TwitchCon.
True. Yeah, then we went to Italy together. Laura, Miha, Carrie was there as well.
Carrie.
Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there? Wait, was there somebody else?
Verena? Was Verena with you guys?
No, Verena was not there.
Jaja.
Oh yeah, Judge and his girlfriend. True. I remember. That was also cool. So we went on holidays together there. Then we went TwitchCon Amsterdam last year together.
Mm-hmm. That was last year where you were.
Then we went Croatia together holidays with Laura. Did we go somewhere else together? I'm so old. No, that was it, right? Oh, London. We went to London in October. Yeah, exactly. So
that was so short. I always forget it.
Yeah. That's what she said about my penis. Also, there's going to be a vlog about that, by the way. Should be coming maybe even in the same week as this. I'm not sure if this is airing. So you can get a little taste of how it is when you travel with Laura and me. There's also another vlog coming actually where Laura was visiting my place, where we were like working out together here. Actually, we did so many things together already, Laura. I think I traveled more with Laura than I traveled with Nathan.
And with me.
I only traveled to TwitchCon with you, right? Then
we only
Vienna
did TwitchCon, Vienna, yeah.
2 or 3 times.
And was there something else? It was Vienna. TwitchCon. I think that's it.
I think so, yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how we got to know Laura. She was part of the community and then became a friend, and now we travel together everywhere all the time. Also, we're playing Apex together, right, Laura? We played the three of us.
Mhm.
Steffi, you slept a little bit on the weekend, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I was, guys, to my defense, I was watching Cape reality TV stuff, Singles Inferno, until 4 a.m. and then I didn't hear my alarm in the morning.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then Steffi showed up 2 hours later, something like that. 2 hours. But Laura
No, I
cleared my
said
ass.
I'm a join at 11, and I texted in your
Between
chat.
10 and
No.
11.
I said I'll show up at
Pull the
11.
receipts.
I
Anyway,
pulled the receipts.
Laura, you carried me. It was fine. Laura carried me
We
to
won.
victory. We won some games. We won one, and we got like second a few times, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but Laura was insane. Just like
No.
Steffi and Esme. You're all like I'm just surrounded by insane Apex players. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of crazy. What can you read it out?
Okay, ich frage die Esme, ob sie ab 10, 11 kann.
Aha.
Dann habe ich gesagt, okay, Esme kann ab Mittag, ich darf um 11 joinen, wenn du magst.
Uma 11. Okay, sorry, dann passt eh. Sorry. Danke für das.
Always right. Always right. Look at
Steffi
my
was
face.
right.
It's always right.
Okay, I'm fine. I didn't remember. She pulled the receipt.
I'm sorry again, guys.
It's fine. No, it's still funny. Then you weren't even that late. See?
No.
Perfect. It wasn't that
Yeah.
bad. But
I
we
would
had
love
a
to
lot of
play
fun.
again, guys.
Yeah? Laura, you gonna carry me together with Steffi?
With you, woman.
Woman.
I actually played yesterday evening again.
Really?
Nice.
Would that be? Which rank are you already?
I'm rookie. No, I'm bronze 4 now. Yay!
Bronze 4, let's
Me
go. I mean, we can also play after this if we want a little bit. If you have to work,
I
probably,
have
right?
to go walk Dogo.
Go walk a dog. Okay, understandable. Anyway, so to circle back to what we're gonna do here. So in case you guys didn't hear yet, I'm gone for 3 weeks because I'm in Japan with Laura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited, Laura, to go?
No.
Oh my god, this bitch. No. So yeah, we're going to Japan together. The story is actually kind of funny how we got the idea to go to Japan together, right?
How did we even get the idea?
You
I
don't
know.
remember? You don't
No.
remember? That was because everybody let me down, and then you came in as my hero in saving grace, saving me from
Wing woman.
Wing Woman. So, long story short, I wanted to go to Japan since I'm a little 14-year-old weep. Okay, like I read mangas when I was 14 in my little like bookstore thing, Spielzeuggeschäft Dingens beim wie ist es heißen? What was it called? Fuck, we talked about it the other day.
Which one?
Ja.
Gegenüber vom Rex, das war so ein kleines Wesen mit einem Schaukelpferd, wir hatten das Kasten in Frankfurt. Anyway, toy store. They had 5 mangas. I bought them ever since. Obsessed with everything Japan and anime.
Mm-hmm.
Not that much with like the newest animes. I do watch anime now, but you know, like I'm more of an old school weep. So anyway, ever since then, I wanted to go to Japan. I remember getting my first PlayStation 2, and I had like this really scary samurai horror game that was all about like samurai and ghosts and Japanese ghost stuff and so on. And I don't know, I just really got obsessed with Japan. And ever since I wanted to go to Japan. Then I actually wanted to go to Japan. I was planning before COVID, I think 3 or 4 years before COVID. I was planning with another couple friends of mine to go to Japan together. Then the first
I
year we
remember
planned on
that.
going, yeah, we had to postpone because they got engaged. And then they were planning to get married. So we were like, okay, we can't go this year. We need to save money, blah, 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 marriage. I was like, fine, okay, let's go the year after. The year after, we're like, yeah, sure, let's go. Then we were like, oh, by the way, we're getting married. And we decided for a honeymoon, we're going to Bali. So we don't want to go Bali and Japan. And I was like, okay, whatever. Let's go the year after, right? They were like, yeah, sure. It's fine. Let's wait another year. Waited another year. She got pregnant, understandably. Getting a baby, you know, going to Japan, kind of not the greatest thing to do. So yeah, then she got a baby. Roni hits, and Japan is closed for what, 2.5, 3 years? How long was it now closed? 2 years?
minimum, yeah.
Opened in October again, so
Yeah. So it just recently opened up again for
Mm.
tourists. So before you weren't even able to enter. And the fun thing is, in the meanwhile, over COVID, I was talking on stream all the time how I want to go to Japan, but got nobody to go to Japan to because Nathan is not really interested in traveling there, which
No.
is fine. But honestly, it's such a far travel that I wouldn't really want to go alone. And then Sasu and Nita were like, "Oh yeah, we should go together." And I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, let's go to Japan together." And then I get this flashbacks again. The two are getting married actually this year, and then they were like, so Julia, I don't know how to say that, but
We
we're
need
getting
the money.
married, honeymoon and stuff, and we would like to go to Japan by ourselves for a honeymoon without you. Which is understandable. I wouldn't really want to take somebody with me on my honeymoon just because I promised it. So yeah, and then I was there alone and I was like, fuck, I was so excited, finally Japan, blah blah blah. And I think Laura was there when that happened, or when I talked about it on stream, if I remember correctly, right? Was that
I
the
think
case?
so, yeah.
I think. And then Laura was like, you know what? We should go together to Japan. And I first thought she was joking. I didn't think she would be serious, right? And that was sometime last year in summer, something like that, right? When we started talking about it. And I
I think
think
it was end of summer because we booked really fast after that.
yeah. It must have been summer.
I think autumn you guys booked like what?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think we booked like half a year. No,
No,
not
we
half a year.
booked in
4 months.
I think end of October or beginning of November.
Oh yeah, straight when I opened up, we booked. True. Yeah. So anyway, we talked about it and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, we're going. And then we went to London together as well. Like Laura already did like at this point over half a year of like drilling me in the gym and being literally like my biggest cheerleader. Like I could not ask for a better person to kick my ass every single day. Being a sweetie
Aw.
and being mean at the same time, and me actually listening to what she's telling me. We're a great team, okay? And now so the thing is also about Laura. Laura loves organizing everything, right? And I'm super thankful that she is, and she does so much research, and she literally made a fucking PowerPoint presentation for our travel
So
already.
amazing.
When we're going where, right? She's like a genius when it comes to planning. So, Laura, do you want to tell us a little bit about like how you personally got interested into Japan and why you want to go and stuff?
It all started with RTL2. I don't know if you have that in Austria.
Yeah, we do. Same.
Okay. So after school, Pokemon, Digimon.
Yep.
Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball.
I was never a Sailor Moon kind of girl.
Okay.
I always liked the boy stuff.
Mhm.
So Detective Conan,
Yeah.
Inuyasha.
Shinchan.
Oh, Shinchan, yeah,
Inuyasha,
exactly.
yeah.
Inuyasha, yeah. Dragon Ball, that kind of stuff.
Hamtaro.
Hamtaro.
Yep.
So cute. So
All
you
that
started
stuff.
watching anime.
Yeah. And my mom was watching with me. She was actually obsessed
So nice.
as well, yeah. She even finished watching Inuyasha without me.
Without
Oh
you?
my God.
Wow.
Yeah, she watched it online.
No.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Over
Crazy.
LimeWire, probably like downloading all the.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
there
my-
was back in the day where you still had to plug the phone lines when you
Oh,
went
yeah.
to the internet.
When you had
Yeah.
to boot up.
Yeah, and that's actually how it started. That's how I got interested in Japan. And then I also started drawing a bit. I was drawing a lot when I was younger. Now I'm not drawing anything anymore. Barely.
I mean, you did like I remember you did like the shades of the house, like with the logo for ES.
Yeah.
I think
That's
you still
a
draw
project.
sometimes.
Yeah. I still have to draw Carlos.
Hmm.
Don't remind me.
She's really good.
Yeah, and Yeah, ever since I was young, I always wanted to go to Japan. And I think when Fukushima happened, you know, the whole power plant thingy,
Yeah.
my aunt booked a trip to Kumamoto for me.
Okay.
Like, what is it called? Like, Ferienlager.
Oh, like a
Summer camp?
summer camp
Yeah,
kind of
summer
thing?
camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it got cancelled because of the accident.
Oh, so
Wow.
Sage.
I mean, it was kind of
Yeah.
also lucky, no, that you didn't go to that time, so nothing like.
I mean, it was way after when that happened, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months after, but it was also like Fukushima, wait, where's my hand? Happened here, and
Mhm.
Kumamoto is here, down
Oh,
here.
okay. Oh, okay, so
So it was
it's
really far away, so
Mhm.
but they were still scared, and yeah.
Yeah.
how old were you there?
I think 15.
Oh shit, so early.
Yeah, and by that time I don't know if it was the same time, but maybe after that my aunt was like, okay, because that didn't happen, I'm gonna sign you up for Japanese classes.
Aw.
Aww.
Yeah, and then I had solo classes, which went meh, not so
Mhm.
great actually, because when you're 15 or 16, you have other interests than
Mhm.
studying more.
Learning another
Besides
language.
school. Yeah. I mean, I was close to my to finishing school, so I also had to study for school, and I wasn't even studying for school, so I didn't even study Japanese. Yeah.
Understandable. So then you quit the classes there, but now you're studying Japanese again, right?
Yeah,
Or
I started or I studied Japanese again when COVID started because I was kind of bored like everyone else. And then I studied some kanji and grammar. But then after half a year, I think, I quit again.
Mhm.
Then we moved to Biberach last
Mhm.
year, like a
Mhm.
year ago. And a city near Biberach, that's Ulm, they have Japanese classes at the Volkshochschule.
Mhm.
Ah.
And yeah, ever since March last year, I go to classes in school.
Oh, so almost a year,
Nice.
but you go once a week, right?
Yeah, I go once a week, and I also noticed that once a week is not that much. So I think since October or November, I think I do a lot more of self-studying. And now I study for 12 hours per week.
Oh shit, that's a lot.
Nice.
How long are the classes that you have when you go to Ulm? Like one session at the school there?
1.5 hours.
Oh, it's only the short. Okay. But
Mhm.
you told me you also obviously met a lot of people there that have been to Japan before, or people that were living in Japan before. So you got a lot of recommendations of things we should look at or like visit when we're in Japan, right? So look at us, I'm being so lucky. Laura just randomly in chat comes in like, you know what? Oh, they canceled you. You know what? We should go to Japan together. And then she like ends up coming in with like the greatest input and ideas and sources for people to tell us where to go and what
Yep.
to visit in Japan. So like out of all of those years that it didn't happen for me, now I know that it happened for a reason, you know, like it was
Perfect time now.
yeah. Now I know that my trip that I'm gonna have in a few weeks with Laura, or when you listen to this, we're in Japan already. I'm gonna have like the best time ever because I had to wait so long just to go with
I want to
Laura.
have cool pictures, guys, and I want to have a
Yes.
lot of pictures of hot guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Just perma record for me, please.
we're
Put on a
gonna
GoPro, both of you, so I have both point of views.
Oh, I can bring a
Thank you.
GoPro. We have one.
oh yeah, we're gonna just film everything everything for Steffi. Like as soon as
First
there's a hot
person.
guy, like I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Can I take a picture with you for a friend? Thank you. And we're gonna go to a gym as well there. So Steffi, we can see if we find some buffed Asian dudes for you.
Mhm.
If you
They are
like.
always naked. They are running around naked. There was a Google
What?
Bewertung. What do you
Yeah.
call it?
A
Review.
review? Yeah.
Review. Yeah, they said this gym is not good. The guys are always naked in there.
What, really? The one we're
Perfect.
going to? Oh hell yeah!
Is it
Like
an-
actually,
like not naked, but shirtless.
but like shirtless.
Yeah.
I
The fuck?
just.
I mean,
threw
yeah,
my
they're
mirror. I'm
tame.
sorry. I got Wow, that's
Love
a big problem. Always shirtless. Let's go. Oh my god, that's probably why they don't have 5 stars, because the men are always shirtless there.
Make
God
sure
damn
to
it.
make sure to put on some like slips in your panties, girl, so there's no stains outside. Okay.
Good point. Good point. Good point. We're gonna put in the pads. So
The
we're
pets.
the pads. Yeah, yeah. We got this. We got this. Okay. So as I already said, Laura knows a little bit about like what's important to consider, think about when we go to Japan. What we should be aware of, like culturally, certain things.
Mm.
Like we talked about one of the things already in one of the former podcasts where for example, Laura is also really heavily tattooed. You can see it, but she has also like a full sleeve.
Mhm.
Kind of like that's the wrong arm. Don't lie to me. So Laura is also really heavily tattooed like me. So for example, when it comes to gyms, we're not allowed to go into public gyms because of our tattoos, and it's the same with like onsens, like the hot springs there. So for the really original traditional, sorry, that's the word, we're not allowed to go there because of the
'Cause
tattoos,
they're criminals.
because we're part of the Yakuza, obviously.
Mhm.
Yakuza, sorry.
Yakuza.
So maybe Laura, can you tell us a little bit of the things that you personally know? Like obviously you're not a fucking dictionary or Google or something like that. But what are things that people should be aware or think about before visiting Japan?
I have a list.
Perfect. Laura is prepared. Thank you very much.
Of course, the tattoo stuff.
Mhm.
If you have tattoos, you have to check. There's actually a site. I think it's called Tattoo Friendly Japan or something like that, if you Google it. And there you can. Yes?
I have a question.
Yes,
Sensei.
Steffi?
What
Yeah.
about my tattoo? Like, would that even be too much as well with the one? I just have this one. Like, for example, for
You go to a
hot
gym.
springs,
For the hot springs, it's too much, yes.
it's
Because
too much
you're
already.
naked. Because you need to be
Yeah,
naked
you have
in
to
the
be naked.
onsens.
Mhm.
It needs to be covered. Like if you can cover
If
it,
I cover that with makeup, like then I could go there, right? Because it's like not big. You can easily cover that up. Mine.
like you have to be naked in an onsen.
Yeah, but I
And
only
you're-
have one tattoo. So if I cover that fully up, that would technically work, right?
I
Would
guess
it?
if they don't see it, you could
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
But
Okay. I just wanted
technically-
to know.
And in the gym, I think you just need to have it covered, right? Like so.
Yeah, so if I wear a t-shirt, you don't see anything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Yeah, tattoos. Then
Mhm.
there's a website for it.
Mhm.
There are actually onsens, private onsens where you can go to. You can book for like 1 hour and go in there and do your thing.
Laura and me going in onsen together.
I'm so jealous, guys. I want to like shoot content as well. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, then of course you have to get a SIM card. You have to be prepared and get a SIM card because when you land in Japan, you won't have any data on your phone.
Mhm.
And I mean, you would have probably Wi-Fi at the airport, but when you're out of the airport, you don't have Wi-Fi anymore, and
Yeah.
you probably need Google Maps.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
very important.
We already organized that, by the way. It's actually super easy. You can pre-order them. Sorry to interrupt
Mhm.
you. You can pre-order them off the internet and put the exact time, like we're arriving on this day in the morning, and then they prepare the SIM cards are ready for you, and you just go pick them up, and you can prepay them
Nice.
before. Like we have
I
like
had
a
to.
plan for like a month or something, and we have like
Mhm.
unlimited
21
data.
days.
21 days, and we have like unlimited data, I think, and it was not that expensive at all.
Okay, question with the new phones. Because I'm not sure with the newest iPhone, but they don't have SIM card slots anymore. So can you
Oh,
get
mine
that digital
has.
as well?
I'm not sure about that, but I have the newest
Probably, right?
iPhone, and it has slots.
Yeah, you can
for-
choose that, like
Okay.
either or.
Mhm.
And like with there's a digital like SIM card
Mhm.
slot now, so they got
Yeah,
rid
yeah.
of
I have
that.
2
So
SIM
probably
cards in mine. That's one
okay.
digital one and one physical one.
Aha, okay.
Um,
Pretty sure you can get that somehow as well. Like,
Mhm.
I guess like
Must be.
I mean, it's probably pretty new, but I guess if you go there, Japan is a country that's, when it
Yeah,
comes to technology, really far advanced. So I would
yeah.
be really
Surprised if they
surprised if they
didn't.
would be like, oh no, we only have physical SIM
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
yeah, or that's why you could also get the pocket Wi-Fi, because that's Wi-Fi, and you put the SIM card in that pocket Wi-Fi and not in your phone. You just connect your phone to the Wi-Fi.
It's like a device.
Okay.
It's like an
Mhm.
electronic device that is like a portable hotspot, basically.
It's like a
Okay,
Walkman.
okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Or you take an
Um,
old phone of yours, and then use that
Yeah.
as a.
yeah, because actually when you have a locked phone, you cannot use the SIM cards. You should get the pocket Wi-Fi then.
True.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a good point. I didn't even think about that because I always have the unlocked phones, but
They
Yeah.
don't do that anymore here.
they don't? Really?
They don't lock phones anymore. No, as far as I
Oh.
know, like almost every phone's open by
Okay,
now.
okay.
Mm,
Nice.
gladly. I was a pain in the ass back then.
Yeah, next point. Have your vaccines in check or get tested before you arrive.
Mhm.
Because you need 3 vaccinations, or
Mhm.
you have to have a 72-hour test.
Mhm.
Corona now, so
COVID.
yeah, COVID. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
it's also really
Okay.
good to
There,
know. So, but they
there are
don't run. They
actually
don't run out, right? So, like, if you have your 3 vaccinations, even if they're like over a year old,
you
they
just
don't.
need the 3,
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how old they
whenever
are.
they
Mhm.
want. And yeah, there's a website where you can upload your vaccinations, and then you can fast pass through the security in Japan. That's what
Nice.
we're gonna do.
And that is why I'm so thankful for Laura, because she knows all of those things. Like, I would have never thought about that. I would just probably have landed and stood there in line for like
Mhm.
hours
3
of
hours.
waiting. And we did everything online already, so we just land and we have our little QR code, and we're like, hey, we can skip here.
Yeah, and it's already checked. So when you
Yep.
first upload it, it's red, and then when it's checked, it's blue or purple.
Nice.
Like their proof, they go through it like manually and shit. It's actually
Mhm.
pretty sick how they do it.
Yep. Next thing is outlets are different. You need to
The
have an
power outlets.
adapter. Yeah.
What kind of do they have? Do they have like their own, or?
It's similar to the US ones, but the power outage is I think it's smaller than the US ones.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I guess the multi ones that we have, right, that we had in the UK as well, they should work. Otherwise, we just buy new ones at the convenience
Konbini.
stores. 100-volt apparently are the Japanese ones.
Yeah. And 120 is US, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Then get your reservations before, because Tokyo, for example, is really big. There are many people, and those many people want to eat or go to
Mhm.
places. So you have to do your reservations before. That's why I'm gonna book the Pokemon Cafe on, I think, 7th of February, so we can go hopefully.
Laura is actually crazy. She has markers in her calendars. Like all of those things, they open up, let's say, like a month before, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before they start giving out the appointments. So you need to be super fast with locking those in. Like no matter if you want to go to Universal Studios, to go to like the Mario Park or to special restaurants or something. Like again, I'm so thankful for Laura. She literally
Yeah, it's
has
crazy.
markers in her calendar and she's like, "Oh, Julia, by the way, I booked this today. The reservations for this can be bookable now, so I booked those cards for this museum or this or that." Like she's crazy. Like I would have probably just booked my flight, my hotel and everything. Went there and be like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm going to live from convenience stores from now on and just have 7-Eleven every night," which is probably totally okay there as well because like the quality of food and stuff is super nice, but yeah, it's actually really crazy if you can't really walk to restaurants and be like, "Hey, I want to
Yeah.
come in and eat there," unless it's something not that special, I guess.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I didn't think about that at all. But Laura is luckily the organized queen she is.
Next thing,
Ah, oh my
Money.
god, look at her having all the money.
get some yen because Japan is still cash based.
Oh,
Saw that
really?
in a lot of videos. A lot of restaurants only take cash. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like thinking of how far the technology and everything is, they still want to have the cash. Crazy. Good to
Yeah.
know.
I still need
But
to do
they
that
have
as well.
Can you do
they
that
have
in? Do you do?
ATMs. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go to the 7-Eleven ATM and get some cash. Of course, you have to pay a bit more, but it's still cheaper than going to those exchange booths.
What about Austria? Like, can you exchange that?
Oh yeah,
Pre-exchange it?
you just call at the bank or go to a bank. Like, the thing is, for example, in Klagenfurt, the way it works, we have like the main bank that is at the main spot. They have from every currency. They have at all point a certain amount of that currency there. But for example, I could also just call at my local bank that is like next to me and be like, "Hey, I need 500 euros of yen." Then they order it and you can pick it up there at
How much do you pay
whatever.
extra?
It's not that much.
You know that?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. Like it's way cheaper than if you do it at the ATM. So I'm
Yeah.
probably also gonna
Okay.
get like, I don't know, $500 or something like that, just in cash.
Yeah, I have
to go.
500.
Yeah. You think that's gonna be enough for you girls for everything you're gonna
Oh
do?
no.
For the beginning.
Oh no, of course not.
It's
No,
just
but
for the start when you land and you
Yeah.
have to pay something in cash. You have
Yeah.
some
And you don't want to run around with, I don't know, 2K in yen, right? Either. So
yeah. That I mean, that's the thing. Like, first of all, I think there's obviously gonna be a few things that you can buy with card. Like, for example, if you go to 7-Eleven or something like that, there you can buy stuff with your card, or you can pay even with Apple Pay on the phone and stuff like that. It's more so if you go to, at least from what I talk like I'm a pro, but Laura and me,
you've been there.
we've literally watched, I think for at least me and her, from what we talked about, like the last 1 month or 1.5, we've literally watched all the videos about people traveling in Japan.
Yeah.
You have it
Yeah.
on your phone already?
Yeah.
Passmo?
My Passmo card.
You need to show me
yeah.
how to get that one as well. It's
Yeah, I have
basically,
that ready for you when you're here.
oh my god, you're perfect. So it's basically your card for the train and stuff, like for
Aus-
the
For metro.
metro and
Yeah.
stuff. So you just
It's in Tokyo, and you can pay with that card as well. You can pay in convenience with this, and in some restaurants you can also pay with it.
yeah. So it's
I
like
saw
just
that
a
in
prepaid card.
Alice in Borderland when they run through the check with like put the phones on and then
Yeah.
I know it all, guys. I watched it. Saw it.
Been there.
Been there.
So yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just if you go like to smaller
Yeah.
things where you have to pay cash. I mean, it's probably similar to Austria. Like if you think about here, there's still a lot of restaurants where you still can pay by card or Apple Pay. Or
Same in
whatever.
Germany. Most bakeries, especially.
What, really? You can
Mm.
pay. I can't think of anything in Graz right now. You
Maybe.
can pay
But
card,
in
card everywhere.
Carinthia, there's like always like
Yeah.
they're
Weird.
they're always doing that. I mean, to be honest, I think they just do it. To be honest, like I'm just gonna throw shade here. I don't care. It kind of makes sense, especially in something like bakeries, right? Like they just want to make some money on the side that doesn't go into the books, right?
Obviously.
And you can't do that when you pay by card or something like that. And
Yeah.
so I can understand it because like if in the books they made 200 breads but they sold 500, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah. So there is that, I guess.
Yeah,
What else?
okay. Transportation card, I just
Mhm.
said. And then there's another one, the Japan Rail Pass. If you're
Oh, yeah.
planning on going to different cities in Japan, not just Tokyo, but you also want to go to Kyoto, Osaka, maybe Sendai in north or Hiroshima, then you have to get the Japan Rail Pass. It's we paid, I think, 440 euros for 21 days, but it's way cheaper than buying a train ticket when you're there.
Each time,
Because
yeah.
one way train ticket would be around 100 euros.
Wow. Okay.
And we're gonna travel around quite a lot
Yeah.
between the cities, so that's really worth.
We can take all the bullet trains.
Yeah.
Nice.
All the fast moving up.
Nice.
It's gonna be so crazy to go with those fast trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went once with the TGV, but it's like faster than that, right?
I think the bullet trains are the fastest trains
I
in
think
the
so,
world.
right? Yeah, I think they're like what 300 almost or something like that,
I think even 400.
or 400. Yeah, might be.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. Or is the TGV? Maybe the TGV is like 300 something.
320 is the
320.
Shinkansen.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That's so
like
fast.
just think about it. Like you're sitting in that. You know what I mean? That's wild.
I'm excited.
Fucking feels like time traveling, like hyper jumping in Star Wars, man.
Yeah, imagine
Amazing.
like 300 kilometers per hour, and
Yeah.
they have those for so long already. And then Austria,
Look at us.
we're building since 25 years a fucking track between Graz and Klagenfurt so we can save 40 minutes. That is still not done.
Engineering at its finest.
Yep. And Austria is like ding 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 with the slow trains and stuff like that. Yep. Yeah. It's gonna be see, the thing is, I think it's gonna be like really weird because when it comes to architecture, right, it's gonna feel like you're in the 90s, kinda. The way like or some of the buildings, like you kind of feel like in those retro video games kind of stuff. And then with all the technology, you're gonna feel like you're in the future. So and everything is just gonna be so cute. But I'm gonna be like the biggest fucking idiot that buys everything just because, like, oh, you want a pen? Nah, I don't really need a pen. But do you want a cute pen? Oh fuck yeah, give me all the cute pens. Like I'm gonna. Oof, this is gonna be a tough one.
Do
for
you
me.
want the pen that's made in Japan?
The cute pen that's made in Japan? Exactly that. Oh my god, I'm gonna be such a tourist. I'm gonna buy like literally everything.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what we also should say, for example, with the plane, the ticket that we booked when we fly we're going for 3 weeks. The cool thing is with our ticket, it was already included that you have 2 big luggages. What is 21 kilos per luggage? 23 or something?
21 or 23?
Something like that. So anyway, you have automatically 2 big ones. So Laura and me gonna fly there with 1 big one and gonna come back with 2. That's our plan. That is the plan.
Wait, let
So
me
nice.
check. It's 23 actually.
23. Perfect. That is gonna be really good. Do you have anything else on your list, Laura?
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
I actually have 4 more. So you should bring comfortable shoes and socks because there's gonna be lots of walking.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of walking.
That's fine. I have my Vans. Laura doesn't
Yeah,
like to
we're
hear that.
we're gonna buy some stuff for Julia.
I'm gonna see if I get shoes my size in Japan. Like, see, that's the only thing I'm a little bit worried about buying stuff because I'm not like that petite, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna need like double XL Japanese sizes or some shit. I don't know.
But most clothes in Japan are oversized because
Yeah.
that's stylish now.
Ah,
Street
fair,
style.
fair.
Heaven.
Okay.
Just heaven.
Yep.
That's fair. Okay, so we're gonna
Mhm.
find clothes, is what you're trying to tell me.
Yes. Of course.
Okay.
Okay, next thing is actually something that most people probably don't think about, and it's something that I never heard on any video I watched.
Mhm.
Bring little gifts from your country
Oh yeah.
because why not?
Like, for example, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have like a little photo shooting in like traditional Japanese clothing. What is it called again?
Mhm.
Kimono.
Huh?
Kimono.
No,
Kimono.
but we're not getting kimonos. We're getting the other ones, no?
No, wait. The photo shooting is with kimono, and we're buying yukatas
Oh
for
yeah,
our
yukatas.
trip.
That was the word. Yeah, sorry. Exactly, because the yukatas are if it's colder. That's the one exactly. So, for example, Laura booked like one of those cool things where we have like a photo shooting in kimonos, and then we're gonna buy a yukata there as well, and then gonna do our hair in a traditional way and makeup and stuff. No, makeup we do ourselves, but
No,
the hair they're
makeup.
gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, my bad. And so Laura had the cute idea that we make like little gift packets, like, or like little thingies, trinkets that we can bring them, like we bring them Japanese and Austrian and German candies and stuff like that, so they can have something small from our country as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
I thought that was a really, really cute idea.
Also, can I throw something in? Because
Of
that's what
course.
my dad did last year, and I find that a very cute idea as well. And I want to do that whenever I travel somewhere. He had a crystal with him. I think I told it on one, like I said it on one episode. He had a crystal with him,
Mhm.
and he drowned that crystal in the Croatian Ocean just to bring a gift to where he went.
Aww.
And I like that as well. So if you can, or I want to do that as well. If I ever go to a place somewhere, I'll
Mhm.
just bring crystals with me,
Mhm.
and maybe, sorry for the alarm if you heard that.
Alarm. Oh, good.
Alarm.
Wow.
And I buried that like somewhere, no matter if it's on a mountain or just throw it in the ocean, just to have something beautiful there of you as well. Like keep something of you there. So that's a very nice idea as well for just Mother Nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to
Like
give
bringing Mother Nature a
an
gift.
offering. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's really
That's
cute.
what it reminded me of.
German rock.
A German
Yep.
rock.
A
Take
German
some.
amethyst,
Yeah,
Austrian
exactly.
amethyst.
That we got that we bought in Austria, but they actually come from Brazil or something like
Yes.
that.
Yeah. It's
Exactly.
Austria because you held it already, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. We infused it with our
Energy.
juices. Energy. Yeah.
Next point would be to check the weather.
Mhm.
Very good point.
Yeah, because there are actually some months where it's gonna be very cold. Like I
Mhm.
think it snowed in Tokyo last night,
Oh, shit.
even,
Oh wow. Okay.
or somewhere in Japan. I think it was Tokyo. They said it
Somewhere.
should be snowing, and I think in summer there's 1 month. I think it's in June. It's a whole month of rain.
Oh.
Okay.
And if you come in that month, you should bring a rain jacket.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
several socks and shoes because your shoes are gonna be wet a lot. So yeah.
Mhm.
And there's other times where you can go where, for example, it would be way more expensive to go. So, for example, if you go during the phase where the cherry blossoms are
In
there,
March to May,
Mhm.
exactly, it's gonna
March,
be expensive.
April. Yeah,
It's more
and
expensive.
Yeah,
yeah,
because everybody
Mhm.
wants
yeah.
to see the cherry blossoms. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
the classic Japan thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to see the autumn leaves
Oh
in
yeah,
Japan as well someday.
looks really nice. Like I watched a
Yeah.
few videos as well. Like I mean, to be honest, it reminds me a lot of Austria as well. Like with the colors that we got in autumn, like with the nice
Mm-hmm.
yellow, orange, red. But I forgot what they're called. Is it like acorn? Like the red leaves? Like they kind of look like acorns, but they're
It's
not
yeah.
acorns. I forgot what they're called. Now, I mean, obviously, hay fever for people there. Oof, must be must be tough for sure. Um, but yeah. So I think was that your list? Do you have some more? Was that it? I think that's
One more.
one more.
It's
Okay, shoot
It's
it.
a red maple tree, by the way.
Red maple tree.
You should make a list with restaurants where you want to go eat.
Mhm. So you don't
Because
forget
it
anything.
could be you want to go to one restaurant and it's full, or the line is way too long and you don't want to wait that long. So you should have a backup list with where to go next.
No, that's a good one. Laura and me already. We got a list that long. We like send each other every time. Like, have you seen this video? Have you seen this video? Have you seen that bento shop and stuff like that? But there's so many cool things to visit. So I think those are really good things already that Laura said, which are no goes things to be aware of. Um,
No goes?
then
I didn't even say it.
no goes. Okay, then shoot the no
No, we
goes,
didn't talk
Laura.
about those.
There's a lot.
You can do like
Because
some rapid fire no goes if you want.
okay, walk and eat, no go. You
I didn't
cannot
know
Walk
that.
and
around
eat?
and eat. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
It's rude,
there are
yeah.
Okay.
places where you can eat, and there's mostly a trash can next to it. There are no trash cans in the city, so
Mhm.
you have to carry your trash around with you, or go into a konbini. There are trash cans most of the time. Yeah, you cannot wear shoes indoors. You probably know that.
Mhm.
You cannot go into an onsen before you showered yourself and
Mhm.
got all naked.
Mhm.
I didn't know that you have to be naked in an onsen. I learned
That's
that.
like, but you guys still doing it, right?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If we find one where we're allowed to go in, let's say
Yeah,
that way with
yeah.
the tattoos, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know. Laura just wants to see me naked. That's the whole point of the trip.
Yeah. Just taking you to Japan to see you naked.
Exactly. Worth.
Yeah, don't leave a tip ever. People
Okay.
could get into trouble if you leave a tip and they accept it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You cannot pass food with your chopsticks.
So you can
If
give
you
it
want,
like I can give Laura something with my chopsticks.
Mhm. Okay.
if you want to try something from someone else, you just take it with your own chopsticks,
Yeah.
not
Okay.
pass it. Talking on trains, not allowed on public transport. Like you can whisper, but you
Mhm.
cannot talk on phones. You cannot talk loudly.
Oh, that's so nice.
quiet.
Like the amount of people that scream into their phone in our tram, like even like the BIMs, like the metros, is just so annoying sometimes, and in the bus. So big praise, love that.
Yeah. Apparently, like Japan is like the biggest city there is, but it's also one of the most silent ones. Like
Mm.
it's super calm, especially like in the trains and
Mm.
stuff. Alarm.
Alarm.
Alarm. I don't know what's going on today.
Okay, next one would be PDA.
What's PDA?
Public display of affection.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are not
No
into that,
kissing.
so don't do it.
No
No hugging.
kissing, no hugging, no hand
That's so
holding.
crazy. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. Next thing is something that I will struggle with a lot. That's blowing your nose.
You're not what?
Yeah.
Memento?
Especially in restaurants.
Really?
So you have to go to the toilet, for example, to do that?
Yeah, or hide yourself and yeah. But I have the problem every time I eat something, even if it's not spicy, my nose is running.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh shit.
but they said it's better to wipe it on your clothes or just
Yeah.
than
No.
blowing into a tissue.
That's crazy, actually. Okay.
Okay. I didn't know that either.
They're crazy. Opening or closing taxi doors. They
Is-
open and close automatically, so
Okay.
you're not allowed to touch them.
Okay.
And
Dude, I'm getting prepared here. I didn't
Yeah.
know most of that.
And the next thing will be getting lost in the night. You should check that you get home at like latest 1 a.m. because everything closes. Whole Tokyo, whole city is closed between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Really?
Okay.
Like, are they not going out? Is there no like clubbing or something after 1 a.m.?
I mean, there's no more public transport.
Oh, okay.
There's so yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. No taxis, no nothing afterward. Oh wow. That's actually crazy. I didn't know that either.
But we're old anyway, so
Yeah, we're going to bed at 10, so it's fine.
Dude, if you're there, you gotta go clubbing. Like, you need to get the experience. How it is, okay. Oh my fucking god, I have to go with some people that actually want
We
to
go
see the
with you again.
nightlife.
I go again with you. It's fine. I go clubbing.
Yeah, and then
with
you leave at 11.
No,
Wow.
no, I do it for you. I do it for you.
Leave me alone there.
I'd go clubbing. I drink a Monster and then I'll be like up till 4 a.m. with you. If you want. But only if you go into a kombini with me afterwards and we eat some sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like the good night kebab. We're
Mhm.
gonna have a good night
Good night, sushi.
sushi or whatever you want
Sushi.
from the kombini store.
Mm-hmm. Deal.
Firm handshakes. My hoodie just broke.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Laura, be the connection.
Okay. Oh fuck! This way. Thank you. Okay, I worked. Good.
Good.
That's where the nose goes, right? Or is there more?
No, that's
Okay, perfect.
Wasn't there? Sorry, I have a question. Wasn't there something with the business cards in? Was that Japan?
Yeah, you
yeah,
need
you
to
have
take it
to
with
do
both
it with
hands.
2 hands.
And
Or no.
not pull it away right after. Like, you're not allowed to put it in your purse right after, because that's like as if you weren't interested or something like that. Was it like? Just curious, because
I'm
if
not
you
sure about-
meet business people.
The only thing that I watched in a video, because I watched videos of like what you need to be careful so whenever somebody gives you a business card or something, like you need to take it with both hands and do like the
Not always.
Not always?
If they give it to you with one hand, you also just take it with one hand.
Oh, okay.
If they do it with both hands, you have to do it with both as well.
Okay.
And with the food, like, I'm just so I'm always mixing it up with different cultures. Like, if you finish the food, where was it like unpolite if you leave nothing on the plate? Like in a restaurant, for example, does that matter? Do you know that?
That's actually how do you say Schubladendenken?
That is
Or,
like a
no, not Schubladendenken.
what would
No,
that
but that's not in Japan, right?
Na, es gibt ein Gerücht.
Oh, it's a rumor. It's not true.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good.
So that doesn't matter. Okay, good.
Okay.
Then
You can eat all your food.
oh hell yeah, that's good because I always finish my food. That would be really bad if I would not be able to finish my food. So we answered the question already. Like we talked shortly about the thing that going to the gym in Japan when you have tattoos is kind of hard. So Laura and me still gonna go to the gym. We found a private owned one that made their own rules where you can go when you have tattoos. It costs a little bit more than a normal one, but it's totally fine for us. So we're gonna try to go to a gym there as well. 2 more questions that I think that we should answer before we end this podcast. So the first thing would be that I would like to know from Laura what she is the most excited for. Then I would also like to hear from Steffi if she would go, what she would be the most excited for if she would ever visit Japan.
Mm-hmm.
and then we would just talk again about like just the cost, so people know like, hey, if I would like to go to Japan, what is like approximately the amount of money that I could expect to pay. So Lauri, what are you most excited for in Japan?
Everything.
It's hard to pick,
Um,
right?
it's just the landing and then hearing the language, and I'm happy.
Aw.
Actually being there, yeah.
Yeah.
What would it be for you, Steffi, if you would go?
Probably not the nightlife, but photography at night, because I follow one photographer that takes a lot of pictures in Tokyo, like by night, and it's just stunning, beautiful, like with all the lighting and everything. Um, so everything visual, honestly, I would be so overwhelmed. I think as soon as I land there, I'm just fucking overwhelmed with everything. Like it would take me a few days to get used to all these like impressions you get, right?
Hmm.
Because there's so much going on. So just honestly, I would be the most excited to just experience it. Experience Tokyo by itself.
Yeah.
That would be it. And obviously the hot guys, like in the what's it called? The
The sheep
fucking
boys.
sheep, the strip
Oh, do you
club,
mean? Oh,
whatever you want to call it. You
okay.
remember the house where you can go and they bring you everything, so I'd go
Oh
there.
yeah, like the boyfriend experience kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Steffi would hire a sheep
probably,
boy to fall asleep with her.
probably, yeah.
Cool.
What about you?
For me, it's the food. Honestly,
Mm.
the food and like n- sounds
The
weird,
fish
but
market.
yeah, like food and the nature as well. Like I'm really
Mhm. Mhm.
like, for me, there's this weird thing. Sometimes when I visit new countries, like I don't know if you have that similar. Like for example, when I was in Canada,
Mhm.
I was like, there was this one part where I was that really reminded me, that felt like home, that felt like Austria. It's like
Mhm.
certain places in nature that feel similar to something you know, and some feel like completely new. Like you know how like
Mhm.
the whole landscape of Croatia, like just that there's no sand, but there are rocks, and the way the
Mhm.
water feels, and the way it smells when you're out in nature and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited because we're also not only in the big cities, but we're also in some traditional places. We're also at the place where there's like, it's like a deer sanctuary, right? So like that kind of
Deer
stuff,
park. Yeah.
a deer park.
Mhm.
So I'm excited for nature and food and like the old temples and stuff,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. And I think the whole way they treat temples, where you write
Mm.
down bad things and you're like tired on those thingies that they burn afterwards. And I think it's really, really nice. And I don't even really know like what the specific temples are for that we go to. Like I'm gonna read that then when we go there. But from what I read, it's like depending, like certain temples you wish for certain things. So some are for like
Mhm.
relationships and like those kind of things where you wish for that. I don't really know how all of that works yet. I'm gonna obviously like inform myself before I go in there and wish for stuff. But yeah, I'm also really interested into the whole culture when it comes to that. But yeah, food and nature, and obviously also like all the artificial, fully overwhelming
Yeah.
kawaii anime. Everything is
Everything.
cutesified. I'm all here for it. And
Yeah.
I think I'm really also gonna enjoy that. I feel like when I'm in Japan, I'm not gonna be ashamed when I walk around with a camera or something like that. Like if I would run around in Austria and I would vlog or film stuff, I would feel
Mm.
like people would look weird at
Weird.
me. And I feel like in
Mm.
Japan, it's just something so normal that everybody is filming stuff
Yeah.
that nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And like the whole culture and everything, I'm super sure. Obviously, also spending time with Laura as well. Like, I know we're just
Mhm.
gonna have such a good time.
I'm
Yep.
so excited for you guys.
Yeah, same. It's not that long. It's 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, we're
Mhm.
gone. 3 weeks, we're flying. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think we should answer the last question that probably most of the people are still eager to know. How much does a trip like this cost? Honestly, I personally expected it to be way more expensive
Mm-hmm.
than it is. I think Laura has a little bit better of an overview. I think we could just tell
Where's the
you.
sheet?
Yeah, where's the Excel presentation? No, I think the thing that's probably the most interesting is like the flight and the hotels. Obviously, like everything can vary if you are obviously depending what standards in hotels you have, or if you want to stay in an Airbnb, or in which city you stay, in which place. Like obviously everything can vary, and also the time that you want to go. But we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you like roughly what like the costs are for a trip. For us personally, you wanna fill us in, Lauri?
Give me the deets. I want to know.
Tell us the numbers,
Okay.
Laura.
Flight was, I think, around 1K per
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mhm.
Hotels were for 3 weeks. We booked.
Six
Let
hotels.
me think.
6 hotels.
Are you sure?
Yes, it was in your presentation. It was 6 hotels.
Okay. 6 hotels for I think 1.5 maybe.
1,000 wasn't it? 1,000. Yeah, 500, 600 or something like that for the hotels.
No, I think it was 1,200.
Oh yeah, no, it was 800 the flight. It was 800 euros the flight, 1,200 the hotels. 6 hotels, 1,200 euros. Yep.
What, 800 for both flights?
Yeah, there and back, yes. No, for each person, 800 euros.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there and back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Take
you
it.
can say just the flights and the hotel. There's no
Mhm.
food, anything included.
Mhm.
Roughly 2,000 euros for
Mhm.
3 weeks.
Mhm.
Now let's think about you go to fucking Croatia or like Italy or something, and you stay in a 4-star hotel, which we all know in Italy and Croatia, 4-star hotels are not 4-star hotels. I think you won't get that for that money. So I was actually really surprised of the price for everything.
I'm surprised of the flight price.
Mm,
Good.
pretty good. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I was
fly.
kind of annoying. I said, Julia, we have to book. It's at 750. Last week it was at 700.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we booked at like 800 or something.
Yeah.
It's my fault. She hates me. No, I had to make sure with Nathan, that it's fine that I'm
Yeah.
gone for 3 weeks and with the dogs and stuff. And obviously, like that doesn't mean we're done. We're gone for 2 months. 2 months. It would be nice. That we're
Aw.
gone for 3 weeks, and that's all we spent. Like obviously, 2,000 euros is the baseline, it's the flight and the
Yeah.
hotels. We haven't eaten with that. We haven't like traveled around. As Laura said
I mean, the
already,
JR rail pass was
400
around
euros,
500.
400. Yeah.
Then we booked. I think I already paid the kimono, the photo shooting.
We also getting tattooed in Japan, which is, by the way,
tattoos.
super hard because in Japan you have to have like a own license to be a tattoo artist. It's like basically being a doctor
Mhm. Okay.
to tattoo there. Did I say that correct? Yeah, right. It's like a medical.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, so anyway, I read a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
So the reason why there's not a lot of tattoo artists in Japan is because you cannot just do a course or something and be like, oh yeah, I'm a tattoo artist now. They see it as a medical practice.
Uh-huh.
So you have to have a certain, I don't know if it's like a medical license that you need that is pretty
Uh-huh.
annoying to get. That's why there's not a lot of people that tattoo in Japan. Plus, obviously, the whole Yakuza history
Mhm.
kind of thing. Everybody is tattooed is a criminal kind of thing. So there's still a stigmata on there. Obviously, not that much with the younger generation, but with like the older one. So yeah, obviously, 2,000 euros, no food. As we said, with the bullet trains that you can go like basically everywhere in Japan for 500 euros, you need to count.
Mhm.
Obviously, food really depending. Do you live 3 weeks on convenience stores? What I saw in different videos is basically when you're in Japan. Yes, Laura?
There's actually something else that I forgot to tell you.
Mhm.
There's no breakfast in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Restaurants open at 11. So most of the time you have to get breakfast at the convenience.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. And I saw another video where somebody that lives in Japan kind of compared the prices of going out to eat and buying food in convenience stores to actually going to supermarkets and cook your own food. And apparently, the way that prices and food and everything is calculated in Japan, it doesn't make a big difference of eating out or preparing your own food.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
why it's really common for people in Japan to really also go out often for food and don't cook themselves.
Can I ask one more thing?
Always.
Do you guys need a visa?
No.
No,
Ah, okay.
It's
we
I
have
think
the red one,
yeah, we
the
have the
good
good
one.
we have the
We
good
have the good
passports.
one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's depending from which country you are. Like so
Okay, okay.
No,
basically
there are red ones, there are blue ones, there are green ones, and I
like
think the red ones, or I think there was even a how do you say, Umfrage, a
oh yeah.
survey
Yeah,
A
on
survey?
which country has the most visa in the whole world.
Yeah.
And I think Germany was on 3rd place.
Yeah.
Okay, I have never seen another. I mean, I've seen another passport, but I have never had a different passport than the red one.
Yeah, because you're Austrian. Because all
Yeah.
ours are always
Yeah.
Austrian. It's depending from which country you are,
But-
Sheffy.
America, like United States, they have a blue one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. UK
Okay.
has a different color as well. Green, I think, or blue. Yeah.
Okay,
UK
I
has
thought that
blue.
meant. Yeah, never mind. I'm dumb. I thought that
Yeah.
meant because you
So
were
it's
talking about the visa.
depending with the visas, it's always depending from which country you are. So
Okay.
because like you have different between countries, you have different how do you say it? Abmachungen.
Yeah, I get
Diff-
what you mean.
different
Because we had to
contracts.
get it for Egypt.
Like for example, when you're I know for example Sasu because he's Bosnian, right? If he
Mhm.
wants to go to the UK, he needs to
Mhm.
get a visa. Well, when we're
Okay.
from Austria, we don't need to. Like it's
Okay.
depending for the regulations the countries have
Mhm.
between each
Mhm.
other.
Mhm.
But for Japan, you don't. You don't need a visa.
Oh, one more thing. I just remembered. You should always have your passport with you when you're traveling around in Japan. Don't
Okay.
leave it in your hotel because you can get a tax reduction. There are some shops where you can get tax reduction, and it only works when you have your passport with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that. Like when you buy certain items or just
Yeah.
okay. Interesting.
Huh.
Nice. I think that was a really good like kind of start and introduction for people that wanted to know more about Japan. Thank you so much for filling us in and sharing with us, Laura. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a guest with us.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you very much. I think I will obviously fill you in once I'm back from Japan from all the things that happened. Maybe if you guys want to, we can even do like a second episode with Laura with like what we thought this how Japan will be like, and then this is how it really was like. Things that we expected, things that we didn't expect it. So if you
Julia
would,
snore.
did Julia snore as loud as
Yeah.
Steffi?
Yeah.
Who had the worst protein farts, all of those things you're gonna see in the second episode with
That's a
Lauri.
good idea. That's a very good idea.
Yeah,
We should
but
do that.
I think we should do that. So thank you so much again for coming on, Lauri. Thank you so much for giving your input and your questions as well, Steffi, as per usual. I probably already miss you a lot, but honestly, I'm gonna enjoy the food and the time with Laura.
Do it.
And we're gonna see you soon again when we're back from Japan. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye.